Hello everybody, Grim Ninja here, and I'm back again playing Puzzle Quest Challenge of the Warlords. Last time we finished off by building our wonderful, our wonderful stable down here, which means we can get mounts. Now the next thing I am going to be aiming for is the Mage Tower, which allows me to learn spells from captured enemies. Well, the first thing I would like to do, if possible, is get a mount, although I don't think that's going to be possible, because no mount enemies respawn yet. So I guess we're just going to continue for now. Rogue Skeleton. A skeleton has been terrorizing the peasants near the Royal Crypt in Western Thera. Nobody is sure where it came from, though whispers say that a cult of necromancers are to blame. We must find the skeleton and lay it to rest. Your father tells me that you did well. He was being kind, Your Majesty. Well, be that as it may, I have another favor to ask you. I'm at your service. Our forces are stretched to their limits. Orcs keep pouring over the mountains from the east, taking our people prisoner. And now the dead are rising from their graves within our very borders. Yes, my father told me. He believed that an evil cult was responsible. And perhaps they are, but for now, all I need is somebody to travel north into Thera and find one of these undead creatures, a skeleton that has been tormenting the peasants near the Royal Crypt. I'll leave at once, Your Majesty, and I will listen for news of this cult during my travels. I'm going to search the crypt. This skeleton has a ring of earth that increases his green mana, which will allow it to wake the dead more often, which means this board is going to fill with red skulls. I want that red mana, but I also don't want to give them the skulls. So I'm actually going to start with this. Nice. Okay, we got lucky. So the goal today is going to be to build our mage tower and hopefully beat enough of an enemy to capture it, and then possibly even learn a new spell today. Let's see. I mostly want red, but I guess it doesn't hurt to grab other manas. Okay, well that hurts, but I think I'd rather have yellow. Oh my goodness, more skulls. I am getting my butt kicked. And I lose my mana. Stop! I only have so much of that. So I'll take some blue mana. We're gonna do that to get the red skull. So we're about even on... Oh, red mana, let's go. Okay. We're getting in the groove here. We're getting... Oh my goodness. And he gets an extra turn. Well, we get a 4 of a kind, which is great. I have a lot of red mana. I'm going to Forest Fire. They take 11 damage. So we're about even in terms of HP right now. That is until I do this. And now I'm about 10 point... Oh, they woke the dead. They woke the dead. We're going to do this. Oh, they get a 5 of a kind. That's nasty. And they got a lot of red mana. Which means they can chill touch, which takes my mana away. They wake the dead again. This board is quickly becoming very dangerous for me. I'm gonna channel air here. And I'm gonna heal. Okay, so I have like no mana. I'm hoping if we end up getting a mana drain, that it ends up being on their turn. I'm gonna do... Yikes, this is a really bad... Okay, I'm just gonna heal and waste a turn. Okay, this is good. This is good. I do this. This is also very dangerous. I'm gonna do this. We get a 4 of a kind. I'm gonna grab some earth mana. They get a 4 of a kind. I don't like where those skulls are at, but that's fine because we do this. We get a 4 of a kind with skulls. Oh, I thought that would kill. Okay, hold on. We're close. We're close to winning. If I just had some yellow mana. Wait, channel air. Channel air. Force fire. There we go. We level up. We're going to boost our fire mastery yet again. Boost our air mastery.
Quest complete.
25 gold, 20 experience. And I heard we get evaporate. Turn all blue into yellow. After gems are transformed, the turn ends. Yes. Okay. So I am going to get rid of Call Lightning and learn evaporate. This brings into my preferred play style, which is to control the board. Basically, I like to play it so that I can turn gems into any other gems and set up the board to try and get 4 of a kinds. I just noticed I have 666. Oh my goodness. I can't talk today. Tavern, undead trouble. Creatures from beyond the grave, skeletons and zombies, have recently been appearing throughout Agaria. It is all the knights can do to hold them all back. Let's check the shop. I know I want to buy the mage tower, but I want to see if there's anything interesting here. Nothing I can afford. We're going to get quests. Darkhunter. Undead are beginning to appear all over Agaria. You must travel south over the mountains in search of a warrior named Darkhunter, a specialist in combat against the undead. What can I do for you, your majesty? More undead creature to be slain? If it were only that simple, their numbers grow daily, and I fear we cannot hold them off forever. Then now is the time to stand and fight. Indeed, but we need help. There's a warrior who lives to the south, beyond the mountains in Gallia. His name is Syrus Darkhunter. He knows much about these creatures. He has fought them all his life. If you could persuade him to travel to Bartonia, perhaps he could help us. I will leave for Gallia tonight. What do you... Tavern. The Borderlands. Once part of the mighty Lycian Empire before its fall, the Borderlands is now a region of a small duchy ruled over by numerous petty barons and dukes. Can we check this shop? Anything interesting in this shop? Nothing I can afford. Search for Darkhunter. I'm looking for a man named Syrus Darkhunter. Does he live around here? Darkhunter, eh? You won't find him here. He seldom enters the city. Do you know where I can find him? He's difficult to find unless he wants to be found. I heard a rumor that he was tracking some creatures down near the ruins of Arden. You might try there. Thanks. Ruins of Arden. This gateway once guarded the path throughout the Seren jungle. In the distance you see Darkhunter. He is surrounded by orcs and looks like he could use some help. Okay, so his specialty is clearly undead if he's struggling against orcs. Orcs can use their red mana to become enraged. An enraged opponent has his battle skill increased and does more damage. This orc carries a great axe that can give him an extra turn if he does a lot of damage. He's also slightly stronger than a regular orc. I don't like the sound of that. I don't like that he got a 4 of a kind there. I don't like that he got another 4 of a kind there. So basically, I need to keep him away from skulls at all costs. That's what I've gotten out of that. So whenever I have an option for skulls, I need to take the option for skulls over anything else. That is what I got out of that. And he's getting extra turns and 4 of a kinds. Oh, I'm getting obliterated. Oh my god, I'm almost dead. I'm half dead. This is absurd. I might have to grind some other quests until I can level up more. Because I just lost most of my health. I just lost most of my health in what was essentially a single turn. Okay. Take that. I'm gonna heal. Take that. I don't like that he's enraged. So I'm going to calm. And then I'm gonna Gemberry again. We're gonna do that. He enraged again, which I don't like. At this point, there's no point in this case, there's no point in using calm to remove his enrage because he's just gonna enrage again. So I might as well save my spells for other, or my mana for other spells. Take away the skulls. Here's the thing. His enrage means nothing if he can't actually land a hit on me, right? So the objective is just to prevent him from actually hitting me. Oh, this is perfect. Another 4 of a kind here. Can I get a 4 of a kind with that experience? I cannot, so I'm just gonna do this. So I don't want to drop this, because otherwise he's going to hit me. I'm going to spend the turn using Forest Fire. So now I can do this, and I get some of my red mana back. Oh, see, this is the perfect scenario. If I use Evaporate, I get a 4 of a kind for that blue turning into yellow. I get a 4 of a kind here. I get a 4 of a kind here. 4 of a kind here. And this is why I like spells that give me board control. It allows you to get a multitude of 4 of a kinds in a row. Sure, it's dangerous because it also increases the odds that the opponent will have a 4 of a kind. But if you can keep board control, then it's fine. You helped me, stranger. Why? Can't one traveler help another? He can, but he usually wants something in return. What do you want? I was sent by the Queen of Ah, the undead problem. You want my help, no doubt. We do. The realms of Agaria are under siege, and we are afraid we won't be able to hold back the undead for much longer. As usual, the only time anybody seeks me out is when they are in dire trouble. Please, you have to help us. You'll be well rewarded. The rewards I seek cannot be given by your queen. I will help you, though, for reasons that are my own. Meet me in Gallia. I have a few matters to attend to here first. Then we shall travel back to Bartonia together. Thank you. Don't thank me yet.
Quest complete.
Quests. Helping Hand. Darkhunter is heading out to the Skell Marshes to track down an evil sorcerer. He requires some help to hold the sorcerer's minions at bay. You said we would meet inside the city, but instead I found you out here. I do not like cities. They make me uneasy. Are you ready to head back to Bartonia with me? In good time. I said there was something to be done first, and I will require your help to do it. Okay, but we have to make it fast. What is this task? I require your help to bring an evil sorcerer in the Skell Marshes to justice. My help? I've seen you fight. You're a master of both sword and bow. Why do you require my help? This sorcerer has a pet. A giant zombie that guards him. I cannot fight both of them. If you can hold the zombie at bay, I will take care of the spellcaster. Isn't your specialty undead? Shouldn't you be the one dealing with the zombie while I deal with the spellcaster? Doesn't that make more sense? I'll do my best, but after this we must head north as quickly as possible. When this sorcerer is brought to justice, I am yours to command. So before we do that, I want to head here, because I see there's... Oh, hold on, tower. Drakenberg's Dragon. The green dragon who lives in the mountains north of Drakenberg has not been seen for some time. The folk of Drakenberg are not sorry to see him go. Skelheim. The evil, decrepit Duke of Skelheim rules the swampy land in the middle of the borderlands. Many folks say that he is a necromancer. I want to see these quests. Dragon Search and Stolen Catapult. Let's start with Dragon Search. The green dragon who lives in the mountains nearby has not been seen for some time. You must travel to his cave and see if he is there. You know what? Let's grab the other quest while we're here. We can hold up to 4 of them, I think. Necromancers in Skelheim have stolen catapults and threatened to attack Drakenberg. You must destroy the catapults. Let's start with Dragon Surge. Wolf. Wolves can inflict disease with their rabid bite, slowly draining your mana. They can also howl, which inflicts fear for 5 turns, having all your skills. There's no sign of the dragon here, but wolves seem to have taken up residence in this cave. Now, unfortunately, I don't think this is a repeatable quest, which means I can't just grind this stage to get wolves to be able to get a wolf mount, but it does count as one battle, which means I'll need to do, I think, 2 more before I can capture a wolf, which is good. So it doesn't get me all the way there, but it's progress. Evaporate doesn't help me here. I'll grab this red. Oh, I don't like that. I'm gonna calm. Let's do experience here. Mana drain. Okay, and it's my turn. I get to start on the mana drain, which is always great. So we're gonna do this because it's also gonna give me gold and some blue mana, but it gives them a 4 of a kind, which is not great. They take all my red mana, which sucks. They're gonna use that for Howl. Meanwhile, I would have liked that for Evaporate or Forest Fire. I can't get a match here, so I'm gonna do this. I don't like this. I do not like this board setup in the slightest. I'm gonna waste a turn with Gemberry and let them screw up. Do this, which is great. I'm gonna take some damage, which is fine. I'm gonna grab a red here. Oh, they get a 4 of a kind and the 5 of a kind with skulls. That's nasty. If I do this, nope, never mind. It's gone. I was gonna say I have a good setup for Evaporate, but it got ruined by a Cascade there. Flaming Skulls would be great here. That would give me a 5 of a kind, but I don't have Flaming Skulls. I want more red and yellow, but I have none that I can grab. Of course they're gonna howl. I'm gonna calm. And my turn doesn't end, which isn't great. I'm gonna do this. Let's do these skulls so that they can't have them. They're gonna take those skulls. I'm gonna take red. Oh, come on. Alright, well now I'm 6 health behind. Can I do anything here? I can't. Let's do this. Get some yellow mana and some gold. So at least if I lose, I need more skulls. At least if I lose, I'll gain something anyways. I'm gonna Gemberry. Grab some more air. I am getting very tired of all this howling. Let's do that. I can't even get as much mana because he cut my skills in half, so I get less mana, I think. Can I get anything here? No, I can't, so I just have to settle for 4 red. Okay, so it doesn't reduce how much mana I can get. I thought it did. I wish I could entangle here. Being able to entangle here would be great because it would allow me to get that red skull. So let's do this. Oh, no. I think this is going to be my first loss, and it's going to be to a wolf. That really sucks. I need to get some mana for Gemberry, like, now. So I need to build up some yellow and some blue, like, right away. No! That I have to calm. How? I can handle fear. I can't handle disease. Disease causes me to lose so much mana. No, I caused a mana drain. Oh, that's bad. Oh, no. Let's get 4 of a kind here. Blue mana here. I really need to get the mana for a Gemberry. I need blue and yellow. Oh, I can't do that. I can't give them access to skulls. Not when I'm this low on HP. I could channel air. Let me channel air and then Gemberry. Let's get some red mana. I can't do that. Is that really the only move? No. No, I'm gonna evaporate. Because that takes up a turn. Seriously? 4 of a kind. Hey, at least I've got a bunch of yellow now. Let's do that. That gives me a skull. 4 of a kind, I'll take that. And I wish there was an item that gives you a little health back whenever you get 4 or 5 of a kind. Man, I really wish I had that item right now. Let's do this. Oh, okay, that turned out well. 4 of a kind here, let's do that. I don't have mana for any spells. I can't stall. Oh no. I can't. Okay, 4 of a kind here. Okay, that's good. Let's push this skull to the side. Oh, that's bad. Uh-oh.
Your hero is near death.
Yes, I know my hero is near defeat. I don't know if you all could hear that. It was a bit quiet. Oh, let's do this. That deals some damage. No! One more hit and I'm dead. I need Gemberry, like, now. Oh, yes! Yes, that's good. We Gemberry. Okay, so that gives me 2 more hits, basically. We do this. We got 4 of a kind, so we can finish it off. Oh, good. I thought my first death was going to be to a wolf. I started to panic there. Okay, next we go to Skelheim to destroy the catapults. Hold on, guys. I will be right back. I just heard someone calling for me. Apologies for the interruption, I have returned. And now we are going to fight the Catapult. Has the Besiege skill, which allows it to lob exploding missiles into random places on the grid. Oh, and it has Flaming Skulls. That's the spell I like. I wonder if I can get the Flaming Skulls spell by just defeating a bunch of Catapults. If I can, then I'm definitely going to do that, because I want Flaming Skulls as soon as I can. We're getting a lot of skulls. I'm going to go for the 4 of a kind before I go for the skulls. We got 4 of a kind here as well. I'm going to do this. They bring that down, and now I can do this. We do that. I get a heroic effort, which gives me an extra 100 experience. I'm gonna do this. They are getting absolutely destroyed. They have enough for Flaming Skulls, which is not good. I need to keep an eye on the board. And they can just use Besiege whenever they want. Oh, I also have enough for Evaporate and Forest Fire. I gotta keep an eye on that. For in case an ideal position shows up. I don't want to do that. Let's do this. I'd like to get my hands on some more red mana. For like Forest Fire or something. Let's do this. Because if I can get enough red mana, I'm just gonna do Forest Fire. Otherwise, I'm going to wait until I have enough for Evaporate to give me some board control. Let's do this. Let's grab some blue for healing, just in case. I don't like that they got that. Them using Flaming Skulls right now would be really bad. I have no board control. I'm going to entangle just to be safe, because I don't want them landing a Flaming Skulls right now. Evaporate's my best bet to prevent a Flaming Skulls here. I have to do it. I'm glad I entangled first, though, because I would not have wanted them to potentially have access to this board. Let's see. They're still stuck for a turn. Let me skull this, and then I'll finish them with Forest Fire. We leveled up. So I'm going to increase... I learned a new spell as well, I just heard. I'm going to give myself some more Cunning and some more Morale, because I haven't boosted those in a bit. We've destroyed the Catapults. We go back to Drakenberg. And we receive a reward. 200 gold, 200 experience. I'm going to quickly head back to Bartonia. And we're going to go to the Citadel, and we're going to build the Mage Tower. So now, once we capture some enemies, we'll be able to learn spells from them. And I'm actually going to repeat the Stolen Catapult quest so that I can capture the catapult and learn its spells. This is a bad board for me to start on. I'm not going to reset just because of that, but it's not a good board. Flaming Skulls would go great right there. I want red over blue, but I'm just going to take both. They already have almost enough for Flaming Skull, which is not great. Oh no. That is unfortunate. Luckily, I still got something out of it. Okay, that Besiege amounted to basically nothing. Can I drop something here? I can't. That would have been really good. do that. We're gonna do another 4 of a kind here. And I'm gonna want... I think I'm gonna wait and just build up my mana some more. Their besieges are not not going well. So let's grab some blue mana. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna waste a turn with gem. Actually, I'm gonna use Force Fire. Because now I can do this. I've still got enough for Evaporate. Let's grab some more red mana. Flaming Skulls would be awful right now. Let's do this. Four of a kind here. Let's grab that. I need some more air. I mean, I can just channel air. Let's do this for now. Because there's a lot of air on the board. I mean, they just took that, but... Oh, we got a 5 of a kind here. Let's do that. 4 of a kind fire mana, so I can do a really big forest fire once I have the air mana. You know, just in case I'm going to channel air and forest fire. Oh, they got a +5 with their besiege. That's nasty. Let's do this. Grab the air mana. I give them the skulls, but that's okay. I take 4 damage. Whereas, once I get a little more air mana, they're going to take a significantly larger amount. Okay, their besieges are slowly becoming luckier. I need to be careful. Grab the air mana. And now we force fire for 10 points. I'm gonna channel air. Gemberry. So my health is starting to go down. I'm gonna do that. Do this. Oh, we got lucky there, and we leveled up. I'm gonna increase my morale, and I'm gonna increase my water mastery. Now we go back, get our reward, and then we're gonna do stolen catapults again. Not necessarily for reward. The reward is actually a bonus in this case. We're gonna fight the catapult again. I'm gonna grab fire and air mana. To get those skulls, we get these skulls. I missed a 4 of a kind. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna grab some air mana, since that was a struggle last match. I'll grab some gold. Grab this 4 of a kind. Then use this, grab this fire mana. Shoot. We're running out of moves here. Okay, I'm gonna skull. They're gonna skull. I'm gonna evaporate for some board control here. Let's do this. I'm gonna force fire. They got lucky there. I'm gonna grab some earth. They're gonna grab some earth and fire. Yikes, don't like that. They can flaming skulls whenever. I'm gonna do this to get some skulls. They flaming skulls, but now it's my turn, which means I get first crack at taking advantage of flaming skulls. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna do this. Then I'm going to forest fire. Grab some air mana. Okay, I got hit by 2 skulls there. Not great, but it's only 2 damage, so it's not a big deal. We're gonna grab some fire mana. That was nasty. At least this gives us a lot of fire mana. So now we're going to forest fire for 11 points. And we're gonna do a 4 of a kind here. So that they don't get it. And then we're gonna forest fire for 9 damage. We take 1 damage from that besiege, which isn't too bad. Grab some air mana. We take 3 damage from that besiege, which isn't great. And let's do this. Great, we do some damage with skulls. We do some more skull damage. They get first crack at flaming skulls. But doesn't matter to me, because we finish it with forest fire. We destroy the catapults. We go back to Drakenberg, receive our reward. We level up, and I'm actually going to level...
You have learned a new spell.
I'm going to level my Earth and Fire Mastery in this case. And I'm actually going to check my quest because I forgot to check. Gust of Wind. Turn 5 random gems into yellow gems, plus an additional gem for every 8 yellow mana. That's not actually bad. I kind of like what I've got going so far, though. Sanctuary. Add +5 resistance to a random mana type. Resistance lasts until the end of combat. Okay, so basically, this would allow me to increase the chance of me just completely negating my opponent's spells. I do want that. I'm gonna get rid of Entangle, simply because if I get a spider pet, I'm gonna get a better Entangle. So I'm gonna grab Sanctuary. Now I'm gonna go to the quest, Stolen Catapult again, and then destroy catapults. We should be able to capture. There we go. So now I need to solve this puzzle. If I solve this puzzle, I successfully capture the catapult. Let's start with this. Then I'm gonna do this. I've messed up. Let's try that again. Okay, so let's start with this. Then we'll do this, 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 this. Yeah, alright, so we got the catapult. You capture a catapult. Once you have built a mage tower in your capital city, you will be able to learn the besiege skill from it. And even though we didn't actually destroy the catapult, we just stole them, we still get that. So before we progress, I think the last thing we're going to do this episode, actually, hold on, I want to go fight that skeleton, because I do want to try and get some of the skeleton spells. It's not going to be now, because I haven't fought enough skeletons, but it's progress. I wasn't expecting that much, but okay. Here we go. Skulls. They get a 4 of a kind, which isn't great, but they can't really do anything with it. We're going to do skulls here. We're going to grab some fire. I'm going to grab some earth. Grab some experience. Neither one of us want to touch that water in the middle. I'm going to channel air, and then I'm just going to grab this earth here instead of the water. I'm going to do this. I would have liked that fire. That's a shame. I don't want to touch that water. I don't want to touch that earth. Actually, I can touch this earth. Let's do this. There's another move so I can do this comfortably. I can do this comfortably still. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, I don't like that. I'm gonna waste a turn on Gemberry so that they do that, which means I get to do this. We get a 4 of a kind here. I can't... I mean, I can prevent them from getting it. I couldn't actually use it for anything, though. They took my mana. There's not enough to merit using Evaporate right now. Oh, I don't. Would you stop? They're stalling me out. There we go. Let's do this, because that'll do a lot of damage. And they took my fire mana. They wake the dead. Let's do this. That was a mistake. Let's do this. I'm going to Sanctuary. Okay, so I now have a chance of canceling out their Chill Touch. Not a large chance, but a chance. I'm going to do this. I take some damage, but that's okay because I now have Fire Mana. I'm going to Evaporate, giving me a huge amount of Air Mana. And I'm going to do that to get even more Air Mana. They're going to Chill Touch. Unfortunately, I lose some mana. I'm going to do this because that's going to be a 4 of kind. Then I can do this to do some big damage. They didn't go for the skulls, which confuses me. I'm going to go for the skulls here. They're almost gone. I don't have quite enough fire mana to... I'm going to do this. Hopefully this gives me enough fire mana to finish with the Forest Fire. No, they have 3 HP left. I could just use 4 of fire again. Perfect, so we beat that skeleton. And we're gonna go here. And the last thing I think I'm gonna do this episode. Okay, first, we're here. I don't need the Templar Towers. I'm saving 1,500 for the vault, because then I can start, or I can get more money. I'm gonna research spells. Oh, and I can't learn Flaming Skulls, but I can learn Besiege. Research spells. Match scrolls and gems to reach the targets on the right of the screen. So to learn Besiege, which isn't even a good spell to begin with, it's kind of bad, but I'm learning it just to show you guys how it works. I need 102 green mana, 51 red mana, 76 yellow mana, 25 blue mana, and 9 scrolls. And scrolls only show up when you get 4 or 5 of a kind. We'll do this, and there, we've already got 3 scrolls. I'm gonna try and save that so that I can possibly turn it into a scroll by turning it into a 4 of a kind. 5 of a kind with earth is really important though, so I'm just gonna do that. Oh, here we go. 4 of a kind. We got a scroll. Let's try and bring this scroll down as far as possible. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Oh, we got another scroll here. And so we get 2 scrolls here. We get another scroll here. We get another scroll here. So we can get 3 more scrolls here. Okay, we finished all our blue mana. If I could get a 4 of a kind with scrolls, that would be great. It's looking like the best way to do it is going to be with green here. Okay, can we get a green there? Okay, we're getting somewhere. Hold on. Nope. We're gonna have to do this, which means we still need those 2 scrolls, which sucks. This is not easy. Because the moment I get a mana drain, it's game over. And I have to start from scratch. Please be a red. It wasn't a red, it was a skull. Game over. Darn. Let's try that again, shall we? Priority 1 is scrolls. As soon as we're done with scrolls, we don't have to worry about 4 of a kinds anymore. Damn it. I mean, if things don't work out this time, I'm gonna stop and do the main quest to finish off this second episode. Simply because even if I learn Besiege, I don't plan on using it. It's really not a great spell. It is anti-board control. Like it's random, so it gives up board control and gives slightly more control to your opponent, which I do not like. Things are not looking great. Got a 4 of a kind here. That's my only move though, really. We got a 4 of a kind here. Getting the scrolls is the hardest part. Oh, goodness. It's about to be over, isn't it? Oh, we got I didn't even notice we got a scroll there. Unfortunately, I can't bring it down. If we could finish off another color. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. If we can finish off another color, we might be able to progress a little. No! Oh, man. Okay, we got a scroll here. Can we finish yellow? No. But we're getting close for both yellow and red. We've got green and blue done. As I said, the biggest trouble is scrolls. Game over. Alright, well, I've shown you guys, that's enough. I'm not using Besiege anyways. So let's go deal with that zombie. Darkhunter cunningly leads you through the Skell Marshes until you find the sorcerer and his zombie. Let's fight the zombie. Zombies can inflict disease, which will drain your mana every turn. They may also eat skulls, gaining +1 to their battle skill for each skull devoured. This is a giant zombie, and its battle and life points are higher than normal. I want red mana. Okay, let's grab some blue. Evaporate gives me board control already, which is great. Unfortunately, I can't do anything with... I can get a 4 of a kind here. Unfortunately, I can't do anything with this, otherwise I'm going to give them something, and I don't want to do that. I'm gonna do this. They take my red, which sucks. We're gonna do this, 4 of a kind. I'm gonna force. Sanctuary doesn't really help in this fight because if it gives me, there's a 50% chance that it gives me either red or yellow, and if that happens, I've wasted mana. So I'm gonna Force Fire here to just do some damage. Let's do that, do some more damage. 4 of a kind. Mana drain, but that's okay because I got 4 of a kind, which means I get to start. And it gives me a terrible start. Gosh darn. Let's grab some earth, I guess. And I gave them a 4 of a kind. Wonderful. This is bad. They just got a lot of green. What I don't want them to get now is blue. Come on. Okay, give me some red. Oh, I've got disease. I think this is gonna be my first loss, guys. I might have to grind. I might have to do a little more battling. Because this guy's kicking my ass. I'm wondering if maybe I should save up for healing. Because the more... What's his battle skill right now? His battle's 8. That's already really strong. I need to be extremely careful here. I'm going to heal. I'm going to evaporate for board control. Except it's not really great board control. That's great. We love that. We love to see that. We don't want to see that though. Let's do a 4 of a kind here, which allows me to do this. They have enough for each skulls, which scares me. They eat skulls, which sucks. but at the same time, I have him so low that all I need is another forest fire, and then I win. We're gonna four of a kind that gold because I might as well, and we're gonna forest fire. Perfect. I have taken the sorcerer prisoner. Good. So now we head north? The deal was that he be brought to justice. That has not happened yet. But, come, follow me. We will talk more when we reach Gallia.
Quest complete.
Let's level up. I'm gonna boost... I'm gonna boost my air mastery to 11. Though I don't have to worry about it in the future and I can save up for other stuff. River Guard. The Knights of the River Guard live in the Red Tower inside the Citadel of Maethelberg. They patrol the river to help keep their part of the borderlands safe. You must escort a captive sorcerer to the Red Tower, the home citadel of the River Guard located in Maethelberg. We can leave the sorcerer with the guardsmen here at Gallia and head north. No. Why not? He needs to be taken to the River Guard in Maethelberg. Something is changing, not just north of the mountains, but here as well. It is like a storm, a huge storm. I can tell that you feel it too. I have fought 3 of these sorcerers in the past month. The River Guard protect much of the borderlands, and they will have questions for him. Questions he will answer. Eventually. Then we take him to the River Guard, but I want your word that once we're done, so you will come north with me. We will not take him. You will. Me? Why me? You captured him. I am not permitted near Maethelberg. You must go in my stead. But why? What have you done that could be so bad? You're trying to help these people. My past is not important. What is important is that you take the sorcerer to the Red Tower. When you return, I give you my word that we will head north. Now, I'm actually going to end it there. We'll bring him to the prisoner to the Red Tower after. Thank you, everyone, for watching. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. And I will see all of you next time.